She wasn't bleeding like normal. Annie suddenly grabbed her own neck, and the next second blood sprayed out like a fountain. Lisa froze in shock, completely unsure what to do. Annie looked like she was in terrible pain, and her expression turned unsettling, but then she suddenly burst into laughter, pulled out a packet of ketchup. Turns out it was all just a prank, but as she laughed, something felt off. Annie suddenly started convulsing violently and collapsed hard onto the floor. When she got back up, foam was spilling from her mouth. Lisa was completely terrified, but then Annie started laughing again. It was still just part of her act, to make it more convincing. She had even wet herself. But just as she was proudly admiring her own performance, Annie placed her hand on the table, and the surface suddenly burst into flames. Again, it was a prank. The hand was fake. This time Lisa was getting genuinely upset. She felt Annie had taken the joke too far, but Annie didn't care at all. She turned to go grab popcorn from the living room, when the TV suddenly turned on by itself. Confused, she called Lisa over to check it out, but Lisa didn't believe her anymore. She walked over and shut the TV off. As soon as she turned around, the TV lit up again. Annoyed, Lisa unplugged the TV entirely, but the screen lit up a third time, and that's when things got strange. Neither of them noticed right away, but the TV was now showing a creepy dried up well, and in that well was a woman with long hair covering her face. When they turned back to look, they were paralyzed with fear. Water began pouring out of the TV screen. Annie stared wide-eyed in disbelief. The ghostly woman was falling straight out of the screen. Annie's mouth hung open, still full of popcorn. The ghost splashed water directly onto her face, and that seemed to enrage her. A fight was about to break out.
What